welcome to another InventRight.com show. My name is Andrew Krause. I'm the co-founder. So what I want to talk today about is the prototype trap. So can prototypes be a trap? Yes, they can. Can they also be a lot of fun? Yes, they can. But what I'm going to talk about is the trap that some inventors fall into and how you cannot fall into it. So obviously, if you're working on a prototype for too long, putting too much money, putting too much effort in it, putting too much time into it, you could have worked on licensing 3 other products in the time it took you to work on a prototype. Sometimes it's worth it to spend the time working on that prototype. But again, I know I sound like a broken record if you're watching a lot of these videos. You are not selling your prototype or your patent. You're selling the benefit of your product. Okay? So you don't have to have this beautiful working prototype in order to license your product. So there's 2 groups of people that fall into a prototype trap for different reasons. One, industrial designers and engineers fall into the prototype trap. Because you're capable and you can make a really cool prototype, you spend 4 months making this prototype and you could have worked on 2 other projects in that time and been calling companies and making deals happen. But you just had to make the prototype. And let's say in this particular scenario, you didn't have to. It was a product that already existed and yours is just a slight variation, and the company could have looked at your marketing presentation, your sell sheet or your video and understood it and go, oh yeah, we get it, and you didn't have to make a prototype. Okay? But you're an industrial designer, you're an engineer, you had the skills, you just wanted to do it. Sometimes that's okay, but the less time that you're contacting companies with your products, with more products, more companies per product and more products, you're hurting yourself because you could have more chances of success. The more products you work on, the more companies you get into, the more chances of success. And if your excuse is, I have to be working on this prototype for 4 months and you're not contacting companies, that can hurt you. Now, it's a personal decision. Maybe that's just what you really want to do. But once you become more of a pro with licensing and you want to license a lot of products, you can't be doing stuff like that in the long run. For some products will require you to make a prototype. You can't say, well, there's that product and I'm just making this change. And as an engineer or industrial designer, you know it's gonna work. Maybe you don't know it's gonna work and you need to test it out. So I'm not saying you never make a prototype, but it is a trap thinking that I have to do it because I have the skills. And that is a trap when you could be emphasizing skills that you're still learning, which is reaching out to companies. Okay? The other group that falls in, group number 2, that falls into the prototype trap is, I'm not capable of making a prototype, I can't make it, and therefore I guess I can't do this project. When you could just do some sort of rendering or fake it in a sell sheet, and it's pretty obvious how it's going to be made, or if they ask some questions, you're like, well, you're going to do it like this. I can't make it, but I know you can. So the other prototype trap is thinking that you have to make a prototype and it's not necessary, but you don't have the skills. So that's the problem. And then for everybody, the prototype trap is if you could be working on more projects, if you spend 4 months on a prototype, if you spend a year on a prototype, if you spend a month on a prototype and you didn't need to, you're wasting your time. Now sometimes you need to, so don't get me wrong, there's no black and white, there's always shades of gray. But I want to make the point that don't distract yourself from calling more companies with the same product or working on more projects by saying I have to make a prototype when it's not necessary. Okay, so I hope you found this useful. That's called the prototype trap. Don't fall into it. It'll hurt you. It'll mean that you have less chances of success. Take care. Keep inventing. We'll catch up with you next time. Bye.
Hi, this is Stephen Key, and I just want to thank you for watching InventRight TV. We're here to save you time, save you money, and show you how you can bring your products to market through licensing. So please subscribe down below, click on the button, and tell your friends. Thank you.